Hi, today is Friday, August 25th, 2017, and this is A Swede Speaks. And today it was announced that the leader of the Moderate Coalition Party of Sweden, Anna Kinberg Batra, has decided to resign. And there will be an extra national party congress to elect a new leader. And this is great news. But it's great news not because I think that the moderates are Sweden's so-called conservative party. They are not conservative in any sane definition of the word. They are not conservative if you look at it from a European perspective. They are not conservative if you look at it from an American perspective. They might have one or two traditionalists left in the party, and that's about it. They are like the rest of the Swedish parliament, like the rest of the parties in the Swedish parliament, a leftist party by these days. But in spite of that, and even though I doubt they will get a better leader, it's still good that she resigns, because she should. And a lot of the districts in the party has demanded her resignation, and now she is resigning. You do understand why I like this. I like this because I think this is what she deserves. And I have a personal relationship with that party. A relationship that means that even if I would regain my Swedish citizenship, I am no longer a Swedish citizen, but even if I would in the future become a Swedish citizen again, I would still under no circumstances vote for the Moderate Party. Because they are a party that has failed their voters in so many ways. They are a traitor party, really. If I would have to pick between them and the imaginary Donald Duck party that some people sometimes vote for in Sweden because they don't want to vote for any of the alternatives, I would go for the Donald Duck party. But let me tell you a little about my story with the Moderate Party. That might be interesting. I joined the Moderate Coalition Party in 1994, when I was 16 years old. And I became a fairly active member about 1 year later. And from 1995 until 2002, I was fairly active, not all the time, but for a lot of the time, and I participated in several of the election campaigns. I even had some positions within the youth branch, and I think I had some on the party level too. Just local positions and district level, but still. I think actually I was a person who was considered to have a future in the party if I just learned to keep my mouth shut in the right time, which I, of course, never really were able to. And the party is named the Moderate Party, or the Moderate Coalition Party. They changed their name in the late 60s from Högerpartiet, which really means the right party or the right-wing party, which they thought sounded way too conservative, way too right-wing. It would scare people away from voting for them. So they changed their name to the Moderate Coalition Party. And they called themselves the Moderates because they wanted to say that they were moderately conservative. Cowards, that's what I call it. That's cowardice. You should, if you want trust from people, you should argue your position and try to get support for that. You shouldn't just do what the moderates always have been doing. They changed their positions to get with the times, to get people to vote for them. And I was still a member in 2004 when Reinfeldt, when he started his campaign for what he called the New Moderates. That wasn't an official name, but they started talking about themselves as the New Moderates. And their idea was that they will focus on discussing unemployment, but they wouldn't touch what actually created unemployment, like the high tax rates, or especially not, they would really not touch the union privileges in Sweden. They stayed away from that. They decided that they would now be in favor of union rules in Sweden that's been put into legislation. And for some time that tactic seemed to be working. They did win the election of 2006, as the largest party of a coalition, and they led that government for 8 years. They also opened up the borders completely, more or less, by dealing with the Green Party. And Reinfeldt, who I think he is a sociopath actually, but he decided to make this deal with the Green Party after the Sweden Democrats were elected into the Swedish Parliament in 2010. And this was a way to punish the Swedish voters for voting for such a terrible nationalist party. And to try to shorten this thing, Reinfeldt pointed out Anna Kinberg Batra as his successor. Before she was elected leader of the Moderate coalition party, but I have met her once, a long time ago, more than 20 years ago, on some party, party education. But what she was mostly known for until she was elected party leader, I think, was that she said that Stockholmers are more intelligent than people from the countryside. Stockholmare är smartare än lantisar. Like Stockholmers are smarter than hillbillies, something like that. Okay, she said she was sorry after that. But, well, that's what she was known for. And then she became party leader. She was Reinfeldt's crown princess. She tried to have the same policies as him. Lately, she's been moving away a little from that. She said that she might be willing to deal with the Sweden Democrats, to make deals with them, which of course made the left liberal fraction of the party go crazy. So it's really a party divided between a left liberal fraction and a fraction that might consider themselves conservatives. I doubt I would consider them conservatives, but they are, and they have had this division between liberals and conservatives for a long time within the party. Funnily enough, I was one of the liberals back in the days. I became a conservative when I became older and wiser. I think so, at least. But anyway, so she's leaving, and I'm happy about that. And I do have a favorite. I want Hanif Bali to become party leader, or he is a little young, so maybe he shouldn't be party leader, but he should be in the leadership. And actually, the rest of the leadership of the party has decided that they are going to stay put, which I think is a bad idea. They should all leave. They should all put their places up for election, because they have all supported, with the exception of Hanif Bali, they have all supported the Reinfeldt line, the Reinfeldt legacy of open borders, open your hearts, all this stuff. That's really not conservative at all. It's cultural radicalism. It's cultural Marxism, so to speak. So the same thing would be for them all to leave. And they need a new leadership. And they need to return to their old policies of low taxes, controlled immigration, strong defense, strong police, good education, fewer regulations. They need these things that could be considered basic conservative policies, or liberal conservative if you want, but that's what they need. You need fiscal conservatism and you need cultural conservatism, but you're not going to get it with them. That's not going to happen. But still, I like that she's leaving. And that's really all I have to say about this right now. I would like to thank the people who are supporting this channel through prayers, through Patreon, through PayPal, and through other means of support. And they are all listed on swedespeaks.com. And there are tiers for patrons and donors, and I am working on getting them out. It will take a few more days, but I expect them to be out at least by the beginning of next week, before I travel next time, because I'm going to travel for some time, but I will make videos, and you'll see where I am, you see what I do. It's gonna be interesting, so stay tuned on this channel. And if you like this channel, please subscribe so you don't miss anything. Please share my videos on social media, on Facebook and Twitter and other social media that allows you to share. If you got something to say, if you agree, if you disagree, comment below. If you like this video, please like it. And of course, I would also like to encourage you to support this channel. And I will include all the necessary information in the description box below. And take a look at swedespeaks.com. This is a Swede Speaks. Have a nice day.